I purchased a Singer even feed foot. Uh, this right here. That was about $27, and I mean, I don't think it's fair to call it a walking foot like we would on an industrial machine, but these two feet right here, they have teeth on them, and they grab the fabric from the top at the same time that the feed dogs underneath are working. And I don't expect it to replicate a true walking foot, but what I hope it'll do is I hope it will duplicate, putting my fingers in like this to hold the fabric. And you'll notice that I have some excess on the top, and this is normally where I would have some slipping and some ruffling that happens. This is probably 400 or 500 denier polyester. It's an outdoor fabric. It is a little bit slick, and it will try to ruffle on me. So I'm going to give it a try and see if this makes a difference. Let's see. Should I zoom in on it or leave? No, that's good right there. Let's see what happens here. Actually, I think it's doing a pretty good job of keeping this fabric even on both sides. And I'm using maximum feed on a straight stitch right now. And you can see it does have it does have some puckering here. Let's see how it handles it. Look at that. It kept it even all the way. That may be one of the best $27 I've spent on sewing equipment. And the model I'm using here is a Singer HD. It's the 4411 version. And you'll notice that this machine can operate slowly. And that's because I went in and adjusted the foot controller. There's videos on YouTube on how to do that. And I'm using a real heavy thread here. This is easily as thick as any of my Tech 70 bonded nylon or bonded polyester. This is Coates & Clark XPHD, their heavy duty thread. 100% polyester. It's an affordable thread. I like to use it for projects like this. Well, looking at the final product, I like how it came out. I mean, it's definitely nice and flat. This machine has a real good stitch. So I'd say overall I'm real happy with that. I'm going to be installing some web strapping to this as a final reinforcement, and that does like to slide around. So I think I'll do another video and see how it does with that. Stand by for a minute and I'll do that video too. So I'm back, and I've got some of this web strapping pinned in, at least the first part of it. One of the things I wanted to mention is that Hang on while I adjust you. This may get bumpy for just a second. One of the things I notice is that it does have an elongated piercing hole. So if I want to do edge stitching, I can move over to get over to the edge. Another thing I noticed is that there's a little less distance in the standard foot between here and here. So this can accept a greater thickness of fabric. The even feed foot, I've got, I think, 4 layers in here of this. It's probably 500 denier or close to it. And that's about, I mean, it's pushing it. I mean, that's about max of what I can do on it. So let me get set up for an edge stitch. See, I'm having to lift up all the way on the presser foot to move it. Let's start in with an edge stitch. And I'll operate this by hand for just a second. And you see those little helpers come up, and as soon as my main feed dogs engage, they come in and grab. And I don't expect it to do miracles, but what I would like to do is for it to help keep this from ruffling on me and slipping and sliding. Now this stuff really likes to slip and slide. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, see, there's 4 layers plus the web strapping. Okay, it looks good so far. I'm notoriously not good at holding things in proper order when I'm just freehand sewing. But let me see if I can do a little bit here. Get those even. One of the things I was hoping to do by getting this is not having to pin everything quite so much. And I've got a little bit of misalignment going on, but that's probably me, because like I said, I'm not the best at this. Well, I'll tell you right now, I've never been able to hold it that well. Get my fabric straight, I guess that would help. Okay, I'm gonna pause there. You know, that's not bad. And by the way, I don't care about it being white thread on a black fabric. That doesn't bother me. This is a tote bag used for hauling paintings around so they don't get damaged. Anyways, I'm going to stop there. I would say it is a success. I think it's a good piece of kit for 27 bucks. You might shop around and get better than that, but that's the best I could find after looking around. So there you go. Have a great day.